right now probably 80% of the people have a zinc-copper imbalance. They're causing most all women's health problems. And then a loss. Because of a certain ratio, if you're in a low sodium-potassium ratio for very long, you're going to start sustaining kidney damage. And so then your body won't be able to retain the minerals, so you'll lose it. So, you know, your blood's filtered by the liver and kidneys every 3 minutes. So instead of it, you know, being put in the cells where it needs to go, your body will lose it, you know, through excretion. So this is one of the main principles that unless you're getting hair analysis with the proper interpretation, because people do hair analysis and do the replacement therapy. Oh, you're low on all these, so we're going to give all these to you. And so they don't look at and use the interpretation methods developed by Dr. Eck and practiced and taught by Dr. Wilson. And this is substitution through adaption. This is one thing besides, you know, having you go home with the idea that you don't want to take supplements randomly and you don't want to do replacement therapy when you have a low level. The other thing that I want to have you take home with you is that your body always, whenever, for whatever reason, that there's a lack of a vital element that you need, your body always will accumulate a toxic metal. So literally you have become a brick building with poisonous mortar. And so all these detoxification therapies, you know, are good, but if they don't respect some of the laws of physiology and biochemistry, they won't be successful. For instance, if you don't fix the sodium pump, remove stress on the body, and provide the right mixture of minerals that you need as a biochemical individual, then all the work that you put into trying to detoxify, your body will reaccumulate it. Or there's people that go on detox programs, they'll go to doctors and do the synthetic drug chelators and they'll do the urine demand test to see if it was working, and sometimes it just doesn't work. It's because if that body has to have it, if it's a crutch for a certain organ or an enzyme system, the body won't let go of it. So this is super important to address to restore health, is let's get rid of the reason why your body needed the toxic metal and then give the preferred mineral through balancing, you know, as guided by hair analysis, and then your body will think it won the lottery. As in fact, when we start people on the program, we tell them to go slow. I call pretty much everybody's health artificial health. It's like a mountain pond where you can see the water's clear and you see the fish swimming around. Well, look closer because there's, you know, feet of sediment, up to miles of sediment in the bottom of that pond. This program balances your cellular energy, gives the right minerals, so your body thinks it won the lottery. Literally, we're going in that pond and we're trudging up and we're stirring up all that sediment. Heck, if we're not careful, we'll choke the fish to death. So what we do is we go slow. We go slow, we say, let's get a pump on that pond, let's get a filtration system on that pond. So we do sauna light therapy and we teach coffee enemas. Because, you know, when heavy metal is sequestered in your cells and your body's using it for a purpose, you know, you may not have full-blown mercury symptoms or arsenic poisoning symptoms or all these other symptoms, but boy, when it gets to the bloodstream, like especially if you're mobilizing toxic copper, you know, your insomnia could get worse, you could get headaches, you could have all these things. It's called retracing. And so that's why we teach you everything from meditation to skin brushing to all these detox therapies. We have you change your eating habits. But when we address it that way and we get rid of the reason why your body grabbed that heavy metal, it just naturally, biochemically, my son was telling me The body always will use the most efficient item present. See, every adaptation, it's just like if you didn't have a key to the front door, but you could get in the back door, it would take you energy to walk around to the back door. Same thing with your body. Every adaptation your body makes consumes energy. And that's probably one of the reasons why the most prevalent problem with people today is they're fatigued. That's just an early warning sign that you have a biochemical imbalance. And Dr. Selye came up with a general adaptation syndrome that basically stress enlarges the adrenal glands, and it atrophies the spleen, thymus, and lymphoid tissues, and then you develop gastric ulcers and die. So the saying that stress kills you, I'd say that's really true. And so stress is the beginning because your body has to adapt to that stress. When you're stressed, your body dumps zinc, and then, you know, copper moves in, you know, opposite direction. That a whole cascade of things happen. And so we're meant to be born fast oxidation children. So when, you know, they cry, their sodium potassium raises. You know, when parents tell your kids what to do and they don't want to do it, they get angry. Later on, when they're 10, 11, 12 years old, they're supposed to go more towards balanced oxidation. And then as we age, we go into slow oxidation. That's kind of normal. Well, today we're having children born super toxic and slow oxidations because the heavy metals are being passed through the placenta to the children. And so basically stress, in my opinion, and how your body adapts to it is the hinge pin of all disease. Dr. Eck and Dr. Wilson believe that the primary causation of all disease is nothing but heavy metal accumulation through adaptation. They're crutches for your body. And so, see, when you're, I already talked about the last one. When you're in fast oxidation, your lab test may look something like this. Your sodium and your potassium are going to be high, and your calcium and magnesium are going to be low. See, the adrenal glands control magnesium and sodium in the body. So if you're stressed out too long, I mean, we're not meant to have the bear chase us all the time. It's supposed to be an alarm stage of stress, and then we're supposed to be able to rest and not stay in stress. 21st century, gee, moms and jobs, and, you know, there's internal stresses, there's external stresses, there's, you know, nutrient depletion is stress, loud noise is stress. I mean, there's so much stress in and around us that if we're stressed out too long, then to keep this sodium-potassium ratio, the body adapts by then raising potassium. So both end up high.